Hello. So this is our project, the data warehousing midterm project. Our members are si Miss Rhoda May Estopia, Carmi Redemio, and Maria Jaisel Bionzon. Next slide, please. Okay, so ang company namin na nakuha namin, na research namin is yung TaskAsk. So TaskAsk is a different breed of BPO. They are a collective of highly capable humans who understand how to deploy the technology and data to best serve your purpose, from digital CX to constant security, data and AI operations, consulting, and anything in between. We consider ourselves responsible for protecting our partners' interests and supporting their long-term success through innovation and technology powered by ridiculously smart people. So TaskUs is a provider of outsourced digital services and next-generation customer experience to fast-growing technology companies, helping its client represent project and grow their brands. Leveraging a cloud-based infrastructure, TaskUs serves clients in the fastest growing sectors, including social media, e-commerce, gaming, streaming media, food delivery, and ride sharing, high-tech, fintech, and health tech. So TaskUs company is not your typical BPO or professional services company. They believe that happy customers are only possible with happy employees. They partner with the world's most disruptive brands who share the same mindset, further allowing TaskUs to reach new heights like never before in ways other business process outsourcing companies simply cannot. So TaskUs is a collective team of highly capable, passionate, and driven teammates who deploy technology and maximize data to fuel their customers' success. They have the agility to handle the unique needs of businesses of any size, the scalability to support their growth, and the power to innovate their customer experience. So ang nature ng business ng TaskUs is business process outsourcing. So TaskUs Inc. provides business process outsourcing services. The company offers back office support, customer experience, consulting, and business process optimization services. So ang nature ng TaskUs is B2B or business to business. Ang vision naman is TaskUs partners with the world's most innovative and disruptive brands to protect what matters most and to thrive in an ever-changing world. So TaskUs exists to empower people to deliver ridiculously good innovation to the world's best companies.
Thank you, Jaisel, for sharing information about TaskUs. Um, what we have here is the project that we created. So this is, or we call this one as NOAA's Data Warehouse. And this data warehouse will collect information across all departments to provide analytical reports and to support the various functions of each users. And of course, the objective of this project is for us to address the problems that most of the BPO's company or BPO companies are experiencing, which is high attrition, high dissatisfaction in the workplace, high absenteeism, and low hire rate. And for the project that we created, we used the platform of Google BigQuery since TaskUs is already using Google services. Do you have any other additional, Ms. Rada or Jaisel? If none,
Um,
let's go to the next slide.
Yep.
Thank you.
Thank you, Carms. Okay, so this is the data warehouse that you want to propose to TaskUs. So as mentioned by Carms a while ago, the company is facing, or majority of the BPO companies are experiencing high attrition, high absenteeism, high dissatisfaction of the employees in the workplace and such. So technically, this data warehouse that we want to propose to TaskUs would collect information across all departments and provide analytical reports that would help address those issues or the common issues that the company or mainly majority of the BPO companies are experiencing. So the first part of this project is where the data comes from. So technically, we have the job seeker form on the top leftmost. This is the one filled out by all applicants before they go through interviews and exams. We also have the interview feedback form. So this is where the interviewers would place all their feedback and comments for the applicants. Next is the assessment results, basically the result of all the assessments taken by the applicant. And lastly, the campaign employee profile. Technically, all the details or information of the employee from the time that he was hired until he leaves the company. So what are the details or information that we can get from these 4 boxes? For job seeker form, we have the demographics like the age bracket, educational attainment, work experience, locations, socioeconomic status. For interview feedback form, we have behaviors, previous work experience, and skill set. For assessment results, basically these are assessment scores, both cognitive and language. And lastly is the campaign employee profile. We have the quarterly performance review, employee monthly scorecard, tenure, and corrective action. So all these data will be fed to the data warehouse, and the data warehouse would just create an algorithm that would give us the following output. The first one is the training needs and learning curve analysis. So technically, the data warehouse would give us an analytical report that would help us identify what type of people are part of this batch that we're training. What approach should we do to help them understand the discussions right away? Are they fast learners? Do they have experiences, or do they have previous knowledge on the topics that will be part of the training? With this, the training and operations team would be able to come up a better plan to help all the trainees successful. Next is the employee profiling, coaching and development plan, onboarding and offboarding process. With a report that the data warehouse would give us, it would help the management come up with a better decision as to whom should we assign these trainees once they will be endorsed to the production. So technically, who will be the team leader that would best fit to handle these types of employees? We could also prepare a better coaching and development plan, just so we could guide the employees to a continuous improvement up to achieving what path they would take after being an agent for how many months or years. Technically, this would help us lessen the attrition if we would come up with a better action. And we could only come up with a better action if we would have an algorithm that would give us the report. Next is the capture market and in-house branding. So this data warehouse would give us a report that would help the company identify what type of people are most likely to become successful in this kind of work. Let's say, for example, do we have less attrition and do we have a better success rate for those employees ages 40 to 50? Or do we have less attrition for those fresh graduates? With that, the company would be able to come up as to what type of people should we hire and where should we put up events to encourage those people whom we identified based on the algorithm who are most likely to become successful in this work that we are doing. Lastly, is company employees and benefit programs. This data warehouse would give an analytical report that would help the company, especially the HR department, come up with certain policies or other benefits that would be beneficial to the majority of the employees. Let's say, for example, the report would tell us that 70% of TASCA's employees are within the age range of 50 to 60 years old. So technically, if I am part of HR, one of the benefits that I would propose is to come up with a retirement plan for the employees. Technically, something like that. So basically, that's it for this data warehouse project that we have. Thank you so much for listening. And yeah, that's basically it. Thank you.